What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Now, I had debated whether to shit on JJ Redick for getting his ass whooped last night in that NBA preseason debut game against the Phoenix Suns, who I just coincidentally did a video about with Devin Booker, because I'm tired of hearing about him being compared to Kobe. But you know, say he'll get all the excuses and every excuse in the book as far as them not at least being a playoff caliber team because he don't have no help. Kobe didn't have that excuse. Just don't compare him to Kobe. That was my point of my video. I just don't want him being compared to Kobe Bryant. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they got to make the playoffs. I'm just saying if they're like the 13th team in the Western Conference, and he's averaging 24 points a game, complaining about double teams. I don't want to hear that nigga be compared about Kobe. I don't want to hear no more comparisons with Devin Booker and Kobe Bryant, ever, from none of you motherfuckers. That's all I was saying in that video. Anyway, JJ Redick got his ass whooped last night as an NBA coach, again, by another double-digit blowout loss. And yeah, it should count because I distinctly remember you guys counting all of Darvin Ham's losses, even in preseason games, when he was the head coach. So that's why I should count. But anyway, the big story, of course, is Bronny James. Bronny James, who supposedly, on all of his defenders, we was judging him too harshly because of the scare that he had, which all of us had sympathy for, at least we should have. You said that he needed a year under his belt to get used to the NBA season and the rigors and all of that. So I said, okay, you know what? If you noticed last year, I kind of started dialing back a little bit as far as criticizing Bronny. Okay, so here we go. Against the Phoenix Suns, which is a team that's projected to be one of the worst teams in the NBA. And what does Bronny James do? He goes out there and shoots 1 of 12 from the field, 1 of 8 from three-point range, plus minus negative 12. As a matter of fact, it wasn't for the fact that he got 6 free throws from the NBA officials, he wouldn't have scored the 8 points he scored. But here he is talking about last night's shitwater performance.
What do you think of the shots you took versus whether it went in or not?
I felt like they were, pretty good shots. It wasn't rushed, wasn't, forcing anything. Didn't have my legs under me as much as I wanted to, so a lot of them were short. But, most of them were online, and I felt like I could have made them. So I think I, took some good shots.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah. But according to people out there, Russell Westbrook don't deserve to be in the NBA no more. Russell Westbrook can't get a roster spot because he's not good enough. And I'm pretty sure Russ last year averaged I don't know his numbers off the top of my head, but probably 12, 13 points, 4 rebounds, probably 5 assists, and probably 23, 24 minutes of play. And you still got people talking about, I still think Bronny could be a good 3-and-D player. How? What part of, what have you looked at? What have you watched so far to even give you the inclination that this guy is going to be a decent Gary Payton, the second level player at that? What part of the game do you think he going to be even goddamn Matthew Dellavedova? He's not even that. And he wasn't in the league all that long. Although he did do a good damn job of defending Steph Curry a couple years ago. But it's funny how with Bronny, his defense gets emphasized, right? Which, please, okay? Even though they do tell everybody in the league, don't foul Bronny too hard. Don't dunk on him. Don't embarrass him because, you don't want to make Daddy James bad. But I just got to say, man, it's just so interesting how everybody's so sensitive when you criticize his son. Everybody gets so up in arms when you criticize his son, right? But when Russell Westbrook was playing with his daddy, and this motherfucker got eviscerated every single fucking day, whether it was on ESPN or especially on FS1 with Skip Bayless and Shannon Coonan at Sharp with the lowlights and the clown music, and everybody was yakking and yucking it up, acting like they weren't yucking it up too back then, with everybody else. And me and 78 were the only ones defending this dude. I'll never let that shit go. LeBron was sitting up there with his fucking big clown feet propped up on his ottoman, laughing at it. I mean, he's better him than me. To stupid ass come over anyway. He serves his purpose. Getting my points, he's a lightning rod. Then the first time you criticize him or his son, don't have the kid to take advantage of that much longer. We'll have the kid to abuse. Shut your crybaby ass up. Media go out there way to fucking coddle you, you fucking goddamn jerk. But anyway, if this is any inclination, if this is any indication of how this season is going to start off, this is going to be a long year. Because you already get the impression that LeBron James ain't going to give it his all. And if he's trying to preserve himself for year 24 to play somewhere else, he ain't going to play no defense. That motherfucker going to be standing like a goddamn statue on the end of the floor. And I don't care if Luka has lost 20 pounds, he still ain't going to be no goddamn lockdown defender. So the Lakers going to be in trouble on that end of the floor. And already I can see, like we already said going into this year, I can already tell from the articles who going to be the lightning rod for criticism already. DeAndre Ayton, that's the only name I saw people keep talking about. I saw some people shitting on Bronny, but for the most part, DeAndre Ayton. And yeah, Ayton only had a bucket, but he also had 2 blocks and 10, almost double-digit rebounds in 8 minutes. Or was it 18 minutes? 18 minutes? So the production outside of scoring was there, but people ain't gonna look at that. They gonna look at the points. They need that nigga villain, man. That's just how it is. It ain't gonna be Bronny. It's gonna be DeAndre Ayton. It was Rory, but it's gonna be DeAndre Ayton. He already got the history of being a malcontent and lazy. He's the narrative. Unfortunately, he's drawing the short straw when it comes to narratives. So anyway, it's gonna be a long season. I don't think the Lakers you know what? I'm going to give it the whole preseason and about 3 or 4 or 5 games of regular season before I say that. But I just got a vibe that this season ain't going to go as well as last year. I just got this weird vibe. It's not going to go as well as it did last year. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. What you guys think?